I want to start off by welcoming the members of the media that are here. You are important role players in our society to inform our people. So thank you for being here. I also want to thank those people watching this video that's being recorded and also that is streamed. And also to AfriForum members, the 234,000 people that make it possible for us to do these kind of cases and to make sure that justice is done. But of course, then we have special guest here today, and we have Mr. Senzo Meyiwa. He's the elder brother of the late Mr. Senzo Meyiwa. We've had a long meeting yesterday with the Meyiwa family, and welcome, and we're glad that you are able to join us for this media conference. Then on my left-hand side is Advocate Tiger Mamabola. He's a senior prosecutor at AfriForum in Advocate Gerrie Nel's unit, the private prosecutions unit. He joined us recently, and Tiger, we're glad to have you with us at this media statement. Let me start off by saying in the country at the moment we are in celebration mode. People are happy. There's a lot of good things that happened over the weekend. But in this time, we should also remember those that should have been able to celebrate with us, but those people that lost their lives prematurely because of violent crime and specifically murder. Mr. Senzo Meyiwa is one of those people who lost his life 5 years ago. That shouldn't have happened. But unfortunately, he's not with us. But then also, if you look at the crime statistics, last year, 21,022 people were murdered and aren't with us today. And this is a issue that we should take on, because if you look at the NPA's own statistics, less than 20% of these murder cases land up in court. And then not all of them are successful as well. So the vast majority of people, more than 80% of people that are murdered, don't get justice. And that is something all South Africans should take a strong stance against. And we as a civil society and families of victims should take a stance and say, we deserve better. People that died deserve justice. Families deserve closure. And that is what today is about. I can then announce that we were approached by Mr. Senzo Meyiwa and other family members to ask for us to intervene and to become involved to try and solve the murder of the late Mr. Senzo Meyiwa. We immediately agreed. Yesterday, we had a meeting with the family. There was a signed appointment. Advocate Gerrie Nel is now officially appointed as the lawyer, as the advocate for specifically the Meyiwa family in this matter, and Advocate Nel and his team will be taking this matter on. We are proud that in the AfriForum private prosecution unit, we have some of the best investigators available. We cannot promise that we will be able to solve this, but the promise we can give is that we will do our very best to make sure that we do everything we can to see that justice is done. So what are we going to do specifically? We're firstly going to listen to recordings of interaction that the family had with various role players, where various things were said to them that we believe can be used to try and solve this case. We also frown upon the fact that a senior member of the NPA told the family that the witnesses lied. And if witnesses lied, we expect the NPA to act against those people that they know that lied. And if you know somebody is lying, then at least you must have an idea of what the truth is. But 5 years, and we've seen no action or steps taken with regard to this. that is what we're going to do. We're going to conduct the investigation. We have a strategy, but of course, for obvious reasons, we are not going to discuss our strategy in the media. Well, in the first place, we were asked by the Meyiwa family, and we see it as a privilege to be involved in an investigation with regards to the death of an icon in our country. We believe that Senzo deserves justice, and we want to do it because it's the right thing to do. We believe that Senzo and the Meyiwa family deserve justice. The family deserves to find closure, and we want to get involved in that. But thirdly, it's important for us with regard to the country as a whole. All of you sitting here, everyone watching this, AfriForum members, if you're not an AfriForum member, if you support the Orlando Pirates or if you don't support them, all of us deserve a criminal justice system that will serve us and that will be able to make sure that justice is done in cases where people are murdered. So it's important for us to take a stance now, and hopefully what we've seen already, it means that us taking up this will be an embarrassment for the criminal justice system. But we don't mind that. Maybe it's time to embarrass the criminal justice system. If embarrassing the criminal justice system leads to them upping the game and making sure that there is justice for people that die, then this will be worth it. So all people watching, if we take on the Meyiwa case, we're taking it on also for the benefit of all people in this country that deserve a criminal justice system that works. So I've spoken quite a lot now, and but I'm going to give Mr. Senzo Meyiwa an opportunity also to say a few words. You've seen he already had a media conference last week, and we have confidence. We learned quite a lot from you last week how to conduct a media conference.
All right, thank you very much. Thanks to everyone for coming. Where I want to start from this. When God sent Jesus on earth, He sent Jesus to bring all people back to their original relationship with God. Jesus came on earth to make all races, to make all Asians, blacks, whites, coloreds, to become one race, to become one nation, to become the kingdom of God. The Spirit of God is upon me. The Spirit of Jesus Christ is upon me. I am a man of God. I am being led by the Spirit of Jesus Christ. And that's why now we are going to work with AfriForum. We are proud to be associated with them. This is an organization that is bold enough to stand shoulder to shoulder with us and is willing to fight for the truth. And I personally myself, I will not die before this is being solved. I will not die before my time. I will not live until I've completed what God has assigned me to do on earth. I fear no man on earth. I fear no one, but I only fear God. I don't care what position they may have in the government. I don't care how they are connected. I don't care about that. And I pray that God may keep all the suspects and don't let any one of them to kill themselves until they reap what they sow. The kingdom of God is not for cowards. I'm not a coward. I'm not a coward. We'll fight this together, not only for my family, but for the whole nation of South Africa, because this may happen, it may affect your family next time. We will apply all the kingdom principles in our government system. because we are the system of God. We only want peace and justice. We want policemen who will serve and protect the nation in a godly manner. We want justice system to bring justice in a godly manner. Now it is time for God to judge all the corrupt leaders, all the corrupt people in the positions of power. And I heard that NPA has said that people who are inside, they lied. I just want to know why they're saying that now. Why they wanted to, why they suspended the prosecutor Vincent Zoke? Why they suspended him after he announced that he was going to make an arrest using the evidence from the two investigating officers. I just want to know that. And I want the minister to release those faithful two investigators to speak for themselves and tell the media that they've completed the investigation long time in February. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Sifiso. Sorry, let me just move the microphones. Okay, Advocate Mama Bolo is just going to add a few words.
Thank you, Kali. Fellow countrymen, South African, justice-loving people, we urge you, we ask you, please, those who've got information or can shed a light in resolving this matter, please come forward. The family has been through a lot. 5 years is not a child's play. Let's take our civic duty and do what is right and see to it that justice is done. Thank you.
Okay. Are there any questions? Just after the questions, we'll also do a few words in Afrikaans. So if there's, are there any questions at this stage?
It's Lila Magnus, SABC Radio News. I'd just like to know, once you've finished with your investigation, what are you going to do with the information? The NPA has not said that they're not prosecuting anyone.
Yeah.
The police said that they are appointing a new investigation team. So what are you going to present the information to the police? What is the idea? Are you going to civilly pursue the matter? Or?
Well, I think the most important issue here is that this case gets solved. We're not in a position that we say, you know, we want to prosecute, or we want to do this, or we want to do that. We want to see a prosecution, and we want to get this matter solved. So we are more than willing to work with the police. In the first instance, this is a police's job to solve this. But we have a capacity in our private prosecutions unit with some of the best investigators that can assist. We don't want to take over the police's job. We are saying we are willing to assist. And any information that we do find, we will, of course, share with the police. Then, of course, the first people that should do the prosecution is the NPA. And we would support them in taking on this if they have the facts to prosecute. But as we've been appointed as the advocate, Advocate Nel has been appointed as an advocate for the Meyiwa family, we will monitor the whole process. And in the end, if we believe there's a strong case and the NPA does not act, then of course we can go down the route of private prosecution. But it's still early days. For us, the first prize is to assist the police, to give them information we have, to make sure that the NPA prosecutes and they do it well. That is our first prize. Only after that, then we can take a decision to privately prosecute. Okay, any further questions? Okay. Safisa, you are good because normally there's a lot of questions, but it seemed you've answered them all for the media. Ons gaan net gou dan ook 'n deel doen in Afrikaans. AfriForum is deur die Meyiwa-familie genader om hulle by te staan om die moord van wyle meneer Senzo Meyiwa te probeer oplos. Die familie sukkel nou al vir 5 jaar waar daar geen geregtigheid vir die familie is nie. Toe ons die versoek ontvang, het ons dadelik besluit om toe te tree. Ons het gister 'n strategiese gesprek gehad met die Meyiwa-familie. Nou uit die aard van die saak kan ons nie ons strategie na buite toe bespreek nie. Ons gaan die ondersoek doen buite die media. Ons kan nie waarborg dat die saak opgelos gaan word nie, maar ons gaan ons allerbes doen. Binne advokaat Gerrie Nel se ondersoekeenheid of vervolgingseenheid het ons van die beste ondersoekers in die land en ons glo dat ons 'n bydrae kan lewer om hopelik uiteindelik hierdie saak op te los. Die familie het amptelik vir advokaat Nel aangestel as die familie se advokaat. Ons doen dit gratis. Wat baie belangrik is ons mekaar vra, hoekom doen AfriForum dit? In die eerste plek is dit belangrik dat enige slagoffer in hierdie land se familie waar mense vermoor is, maar ook die slagoffer self, dat daar geregtigheid vir hulle sal geskied. En dit geld ook in hierdie geval van die Meyiwa-familie. En die vraag is, as die strafregstelsel na 5 jaar in 'n prominente persoon se saak nie die saak kon oplos nie, wat is die kans van 'n gewone landsburger, die 21.022 mense wat verlede jaar vermoor is, wat is die kans dat daar 'n oplossing sal kom? En daarom is hierdie saak ook belangrik vir elke ander persoon in hierdie land. Ons moet weet die strafregstelsel sal optree en sal werk om geregtigheid te laat geskied. En ons kan dalk 'n verleentheid veroorsaak. Ons kan sien dit gaan gebeur as AfriForum toetree. Maar ons is nie skaam daaroor nie. Dalk is dit tyd dat ons vir die strafregstelsel 'n verleentheid veroorsaak sodat hulle kan besef om hulle eie selfrespek te behou, dat hulle sake agter mekaar kry en hierdie sake effektief hanteer. Want wat ons op die oomblik sien is dat dit nie gebeur nie en gewone mense moet sê, kom ons vat dit aan, kom ons skep 'n verleentheid waar 'n verleentheid nodig is, sodat die vervolgingsowerhede hulle werk ordentlik begin doen. En dit is 'n belangrike ding wat ons ook met hierdie saak wil bereik. Wat is die
punt van die ondersoek?
Ja.
Kan nie, die polisie is besig met ondersoek, die vervolgingsgesag,
Ja.
iemand aangekla nie, wat gaan julle doen met die inligting?
Okay. 'n Baie belangrike oogmerk wat AfriForum het met hierdie saak. Dis nie noodwendig dat AfriForum die saak moet vervolg en oplos nie. Die belangrike is dat hierdie saak moet opgelos word en daar moet vervolgings wees. En daarom is ons meer as bereid om met die polisie saam te werk, vir die polisie die inligting wat ons het te gee, want uiteindelik is dit tog die polisie se eerste prioriteit, of hulle is die eerste mense wat daardie werk moet doen. So wat ons wil doen, ons wil vuur maak in die sisteem, ons wil die sisteem vinniger laat beweeg, en as ons met inligting na vore kom, gaan ons dit natuurlik met die polisie deel. Dan is dit natuurlik die eerste prys, as die Nasionale Vervolgingsgesag self hierdie saak vervolg en geregtigheid laat geskied en die skuldiges agter tralies kry. Maar as hulle dit nie doen nie, advokaat Nel is aangestel as die familie se advokaat, so ons sal die saak monitor en op die langtermyn, as daar nie 'n oplossing is waar die NVG die saak aanvat, ten spyte van feite wat na vore gaan kom nie, dan sal ons uit die aard van die saak self verder neem. Just with regard to the SABC, I don't know if you want to do it in another African language. We already had Afrikaans as an African language, so Safisa, is it fine with you?
Do it in another,
What your home language?
my home language.
Yeah.
Is there anyone?
Yeah, no, there's millions of people speaking our home language, so you can do it short, it's not necessarily to do it, Senzo.
Okay.
To the people.
Sanibonani nonke. Thank you. Ngiyabonga ukuthi nifike. uNkulunkulu mhlazana edala umhlaba wasidalela ukuthi sibuse emhlabeni. Sibuse phezu kwazo zonke izinto ezikhona emhlabeni. Adam ensimini yase-Eden wona, and then after that uNkulunkulu wa decide ukuthi alethe uKristu. uKristu umlethela ukuthini? Ukuthi asibuyisele back kuNkulunkulu ukuze sikwazi ukubusa futhi sibe nokubusa emhlabeni. uKristu wazela emhlabeni ukuthi azohlanganisa zonke izizwe, wazela zonke izizwe, abamhlophe, abamnyama, abantsundu, zonke izizwe ukuze sibe munye, sibe isizwe esisodwa. And ngiyajabula kakhulu ukuthi sizosebenzisana ne-AfriForum. Ngihappy ngaloko because by organization eyimisela ukuthi isebenze, eyimisela ukuthi ithole amaqiniso, and sengibabona isikhathi esiningi bayasebenza, bayalwenza ukulungiswa, bahlezi bethola imiphumela e-right ngaso sonke isikhathi. And ngiyimisela ukuthi silulwe lolu daba kuze kufinyelele ekugcineni. And angeke ngize ngife ingakayiqedi uNkulunkulu into angilethele yona emhlabeni. Angisabi lutho, akekho umuntu engimsabayo. uNkulunkulu kuphela engimsabayo, uye nodala emazulu nomhlaba. Anginandaba ukuthi labo bantu ba-connected kangakanani, anginandaba ukuthi banamalini, anginandaba ukuthi banama-position aba-high kangakanani ku-government. Umuntu me-wrong u-wrong, okufunakalayo kufanele kutholakala iqiniso. Ungaleki ukubanjwa kuyeka kufihlwe umuntu owaziwayo ukuthi ubani. And ngiyafisa uNkulunkulu ukuthi abagcine futhi, abagcine isikhathi eside kuze kufike isikhathi sokuthi baboshwe. Kungabi khona noyedwa ozomvumela ukuthi azayibulala, ngoba kumele babhekane nalento abayenzile. Babhekane nalento nenkokhelo yabo. Inkokhelo yesono-ke ukufa. Inkokhelo yokusebenza kwalokusebenza kwabo lo kuzoba ijele. Wonke umuntu osebenzile ufanele ukuthola inkokhelo yabo. Basebenzile labantu 5 years besebenza, bevimba icase. Amaphoyisa azama ukuthi amanye abona bayavimba abanye. For 5 years bezama ukuyivimba. Kodwa-ke manje sekufika isikhathi sokuthi ivele lento. And lento ikhombisile kusukela ngoNovember. Kusukela ngoNovember ikhombisile ukuthi sihamba ngedirection uNkulunkulu afuna ngayo. Wasiletha lama investigators awu2. Asebenze kahle, ayithola information. Unzuke lo uprosecute Unzuke wakhipha isinqumo sokuthi uzobopha. Manje ngifuna ukwazi kahle why axoshwe after ayikhipha isinqumo sokuthi uzobopha. Uxoshelani? Should lento ikhombisa ukusobala ukuthi vele bebengafuni ukuthi kuboshwe. Ngiyezwa nje NPA ithi icala lakaqeda ukuphenywa. Angazi kuthatha lo ngoba kwaqeda Unzuke wayengekasho ukuthi fanele kuboshwe. If investigation engaphelile. Lento abayikhulumayo nje into engekho ukuthi basi investigation ayiphelile. Iphelile investigation. Ibona abangafuni ukubopha, abangafuni ukuprosecute. Ngiyabonga.
Ngiyabonga.
Yes.
If you can do the call for assistance.
Any question?
Okay.
Hi, it's Anton Meyer from Pretoria FM. Sufisha, my questions to you. What do you say to those that say, well, you're running to the land thieves now? I see a lot of people are saying AfriForum are land thieves, and you are running to the land thieves now for help. What do you say to them?
No, AfriForum is very kind. They are working with everyone, with all races. They've been working with all races, and I've been following them. I don't know what those people are talking about. I've never seen that.
It's a pity we are hearing that question about AfriForum being racist time and time over again, but really it's starting to sound like a scratched record. People will always have perceptions, but perceptions are dangerous. AfriForum must be seen and must be judged in the good work that it's doing to every citizen of this country. I urge people and my fellow countrymen not to have sort of selective amnesia when it comes to AfriForum, to try, to believe in things that they want to believe and not believe in the actual work that we are doing as AfriForum Private Prosecution. I'm sure with a fluctuation of time, that question will lose momentum and we will be seen for who we are and for what we do. Shabasaresu, especially Batwako Vosloorus, Repiletsa Olena, Le Africa, Borwa ka bophara. Bao le nang le lesedi go ba tshedimošo ka se se diragetšego. Re kgopela le ikopanye le rena, le re botseng gore na le ka ba le boneng go ba le kweleng. Re direla gore re tle re kgone go rarolla molato ba ga Meyiwa ba be le closure. Gape putši ya gore AfriForum e direla batho ba mmala e tla dula e le gona. Eupša go a ilaetša gore putši e šetše botšišo makgatlo a mantši a fetilego, gomme e šetše e loser value ya yona. Re kgopela le re lebelele ka se re se dirago, ka mmereko wa rena wa matsogo, ka di-case re solvago, e sebeng ka ntle le dilo tše dingwe tše batho ba ratang go di bona tše di se beng gona. Ke a leboga.
Azai, thank you very much. Are there any further questions? Baie dankie. Ke a leboga. Thank you very much.